Yeah, so it's actually obviously there are a lot of things that you can like reuse and some of the tweaks that would work, but the way that is the thing that changes the most is the way people think about software and the way that you actually need to sell software and how you explain it in the first place, right? So there are a lot of nuances that make selling software way harder than it is to sell like a boot or something in an e-commerce store or sell normal services because it sometimes is not as tangible, especially when you have like SaaS that has AI or SaaS where you're supposed to automate some of the tasks you do. Like the savings sometimes aren't as tangible, and you have to be the one figuring out ways to quantify them, right? So there are a lot of nuances in SaaS. So, for example, they might be worried, they might be fearful of tech in the first place. Tech might be this unknown thing that they have this their own preconceived notions, misconceptions about. They might think is going to be like very buggy, or they're going to be like hidden fees. Like if we're talking with SMBs, most of the time they're afraid of tech. So if they feel like it's not going to be easy to use, they feel like their team is not going to use it, they're not going to get value out of it, they're probably going to be stuck with a contract or something like that. They it's very hard to convince them because they're rather stuck with their old way of doing it, unless you're like insanely good at explaining why it's why the using your software is 10 times better than what they're using now. If they feel like it's 10% better, even if it's even in the reality is like 10 times better, and they only see like 10% better, then they're not going to converge, right? So there are a lot of nuances around setup time and changing processes. If you have to change processes, adapting to a tool, objections around compliance, objections around how it works, different members of the team being able to use it, how they want to use it, like literally a million things that you want to make sure that you answer on the website when they're trying it out, literally everywhere, because this messaging stuff kind of shows up in the full funnel area at this point, right? So there are a lot of nuances. I wouldn't trust anyone that hasn't worked with B2B SaaS only to optimize like the website and all that stuff, because you're just going to miss a lot of objections. I was talking to a guy the other day, and I almost have this different view of the world. I cannot see a single page that is not missing something, right? It's very hard for me to promote like good examples, because I find them like a good one once a year, because I only see problems at this point. I'm like the engineer type mindset when I look at this stuff now.